It was a strange feeling for the COP supporters to see Trent Alexander-Arnold step out of the Anfield tunnel, but this time wearing the substitute jacket of Real Madrid. As for the Liverpool players, they understood that today they weren't just facing someone who had once fought alongside them for years, but also going up against an incredibly powerful team, one led by a legend who had also once worn the famous red of Merseyside. High tempo and relentless pressing right from the start. Both teams brought a thrilling brand of football to those watching live at Anfield and on screens around the world. Xabi Alonso clearly introduced a very different version of Real Madrid at Anfield. In the first half, Los Blancos even dominated possession against Arne Slot's men. With a midfield packed with 5 true central players, Bellingham, Tchouaméni, Camavinga, Arda Güler, and Valverde, the Spanish giants moved the ball with supreme confidence and handled Liverpool's pressing smoothly. But at Anfield, Liverpool are never a team to be bullied. Despite having less possession, it was they who managed to turn one Real Madrid player into the main focus of the first half. And when the name Thibaut Courtois kept being mentioned over and over again, it was clear just how much pressure the Reds had piled on. Courtois put on a sensational display to keep Real Madrid's clean sheet intact under relentless attacks from the home side. The Belgian goalkeeper pulled off 4 outstanding saves, 3 of which came from dangerous strikes by Dominic Szoboszlai. Each of Szoboszlai's shots was powerful and precise, one even in a one-on-one situation, but Courtois, with his calmness and lightning-fast reflexes, managed to push them all away, saving Los Blancos from seemingly certain goals. Beyond his saves, he read the game brilliantly, came off his line at the right moments, and always positioned himself perfectly, giving his defenders confidence in the air and on the ground. Thanks to those crucial interventions, Real Madrid managed to survive the first half. Courtois wasn't just a solid wall, he was the inspiration behind Madrid's defensive resilience. Every save he made sent a surge of optimism through the team, keeping their hopes alive in this fiercely contested battle. As for Liverpool, Dominic Szoboszlai was undoubtedly the standout performer of the first half. He took the most shots and constantly looked to put Real Madrid's defense under pressure with his powerful strikes. One of the most dramatic moments came when Szoboszlai unleashed a fierce shot from outside the box. The ball struck Aurélien Tchouaméni's hand inside the penalty area. For a brief moment, Liverpool fans erupted in celebration, thinking they had won a penalty. But then, all eyes turned toward the referee and the VAR screen. With every passing second, the tension inside Anfield grew heavier, the stadium fell into a hushed silence. Waiting for the decision, Real Madrid supporters held their breath as well. Finally, the verdict came: no penalty. The referee ruled that Tchouaméni hadn't deliberately handled the ball, he had simply thrown himself in the way to block Szoboszlai's shot. Play resumed with a goal kick for Real Madrid, leaving Liverpool fans frustrated and the visitors momentarily relieved. In the second half, Real Madrid looked increasingly lost against Liverpool's relentless pressing. Even with 2 lightning-fast forwards, Mbappé and Vinicius Jr., the Spanish side couldn't find the connection they needed. Their attacks lacked fluidity, and despite dominating possession, Los Blancos rarely threatened Mamardashvili's goal. The turning point came in the 61st minute, when Liverpool scored the only goal of the match. A brilliant assist from Dominic Szoboszlai set up Alexis Mac Allister, who timed his run perfectly to meet the cross. Despite his modest height, Mac Allister rose above the Real Madrid defense and powered a header past Thibaut Courtois, who had been outstanding in the first half. It was a beautifully crafted goal, a moment of pure understanding between Liverpool's midfielders and forwards. The roar that followed shattered the tension inside Anfield, sending the crowd into absolute euphoria. That goal not only secured 3 precious points for Liverpool but also marked a statement victory, a sign of resurgence after a difficult run of games. It was the result of patience, precision, and above all, Liverpool's indomitable fighting spirit. After taking the lead, the home side wisely slowed the tempo, managed possession, and saw out the game with discipline to protect their hard-earned win. Overall, Liverpool delivered a truly impressive performance, not only showing defensive solidity but also demonstrating remarkable efficiency in taking their chances. They weren't the team with more possession, yet the way Arne Slot's men turned their attacking moves into real opportunities said it all. As for Real Madrid, they certainly didn't lack star power. but their attacks were short on sharpness and effectiveness. The visitors struggled to connect their plays, and Liverpool's quick pressing denied them space to create clear-cut chances. Even in the closing stages, despite mounting pressure, Madrid couldn't find an equalizer. From a tactical standpoint, Liverpool played a smart, disciplined, and calculated game. Alongside their sharp attacking moments, they maintained excellent team shape and composure under pressure. This match served as a clear lesson for Real Madrid. Possession alone isn't enough to beat teams that press aggressively and defend as a unit like Liverpool. Real Madrid held 57% of possession, but managed only 7 shots, with just 2 on target, a statistic that highlights their lack of cutting edge. They couldn't exploit the spaces Liverpool occasionally left open, and their attacking combinations lacked fluidity and creativity. Liverpool, on the other hand, looked revitalized after a rough patch. They recorded 15 shots, with 10 on target, proving their attacking efficiency and renewed confidence. Their pressing game was intense, giving Real Madrid little room to breathe, and their ability to convert attacks into tangible chances showed that the COP are steadily returning to form. For Trent Alexander-Arnold, this return to Anfield in a Real Madrid shirt was far from a happy memory. Despite the anticipation surrounding his comeback, Xabi Alonso only brought him on in the 81st minute, and the short time on the pitch wasn't enough for him to make an impact or alter the course of the match. Liverpool's victory over Real Madrid was more than just a tactical win. It was a statement about the power of teamwork and adaptability. It proved that relying too heavily on a single superstar, even one as talented as Kylian Mbappé, can be dangerous. Throughout the match, Mbappé was tireless, leading attacks, creating space, and pushing forward, but when the system depends too much on one player, it becomes predictable and easier to contain. Liverpool's strong collective effort and flexible tactics allowed them to neutralize Mbappé while staying composed and organized defensively. As a result, even with their star forward on the field, Real Madrid couldn't find a way through. This was a reminder for the Spanish giants about the importance of a complete tactical system over individual brilliance. The win was not just valuable in terms of points, it reaffirmed Liverpool's strength and identity on the European stage. Real Madrid, despite their stellar domestic form in La Liga, were unable to find the consistency and sharpness required in a decisive Champions League clash like this. For Xabi Alonso and his squad, this was a minor setback, ending their unbeaten run in the 2025-26 Champions League. Yet, the game itself was a showcase of elite football, few goals. But every moment, every tactical adjustment, and every ounce of determination mattered. Liverpool masterfully turned their home advantage and fighting spirit into a golden goal, then calmly managed the match to protect their lead. Real Madrid, though full of talent and prestige, were undone by Liverpool's intensity and confidence. Still, this defeat is far from a disaster for Real Madrid. It doesn't significantly harm their position in the standings, and there's still a long way to go in the group stage. What matters most is learning from this match, to come back stronger, more balanced, and more adaptable in the challenges ahead.